everyone, and welcome to another episode of our educational podcast. Today we are going to talk about the crucial topic to understand the world we live in, global system and power shifts. In recent decades, we've witnessed major transformation in the global distribution of power. These changes have brought both benefits and challenges. To explore this topic, I interviewed Dr. Alan Son, a highly respected political analyst with years of experience in international relations. During our conversation, I shared his insights on recent shifts and what we might expect in the coming years. I first asked him what the most important global power shifts in the past decade had been. Dr. Son explained that one of the most significant changes was the rise of China as both an economic and technological superpower. At the same time, he said that the global influence of the United States had started to decline, particularly in regions like Asia and Africa. Next, I asked him how international alliances had changed. He pointed out that many traditional alliances had weakened. I have mentioned Brexit as an example, saying that the United Kingdom's departure from the European Union had altered Europe's political balance. He also said that the rise of nationalism in many countries had made international cooperation more difficult. I also wanted to know what role technology had played in this change. According to Dr. Son, technology had greatly accelerated power shifts. He explained that thanks to digitalization and access to information, emerging economies such as India and Brazil had managed to compete on a global scale. He also highlighted that tools like artificial intelligence and social media had even changed the way politics works. At one point, I asked whether he thought these changes had brought more positive or negative effects. He told me that there had been both. One hand, globalization and access to technology had brought opportunities for developing countries. But on the other hand, he warned that many of these changes had increased inequality and geopolitical tensions. Finally, I asked him what we could expect in the next 5 years. Dr. Spahn predicted that the global power would continue to shift toward Asia, especially towards China and India. He also mentioned that the race for technological dominance will become more intense and that international cooperation, particularly on issues like climate change and cybersecurity, will face more and more obstacles. After reflecting on his answers, I came to the following conclusions. 1. Major shifts in global power dynamics have been driven by economic and technological developments. 2. Traditional alliances have been weakened by nationalist policies and international decisions. 3. The rise of new powers has been supported by access to advanced technology. 4. Global inequality has been worsened by the uneven distribution of power and resources. 5. International cooperation will be affected by a strategic competition among global powers. Okay, to sum up, the changes in the global systems are transforming the balance of power and directly impacting political, economic, and social life across the planet. Understanding these processes helps us better prepare for the challenge ahead. Okay, now I will leave you a video of Dr. Stone where he will talk more about this topic.
Well, first, thank you for inviting me. With the first question, are what major global power shifts have occurred in the last decade? Well, well, first, and thank you for having me. And over the last 10 years, a significant shift in global power has been observed. For instance, it has been said that China has greatly and expanded its economy and technological influence. And the analysts have claimed that the dominance of the United States is being challenged and that power is not longer concentrated in one nation but is becoming more multipolar. The second, the second, yeah, the second question is how have international alliances changed recently? I think. Well, it's been reported that many traditional alliances, such as NATO, have been relocated. It was mentioned that some European countries have self-created strategies, autonomy, especially after events like Brexit and the war in Ukraine. In addition, new alliances such as BRICS have been gaining momentum. The third question is what role has technological played in global system? And I think the technological played the technology has played a crucial role. It has been said that the artificial intelligence and cybersecurity have replaced how nations exercise powers. Experts have pointed out that the future wars may not be fought with conventional weapons but with data. Also, digital platforms have been used to influence election and public opinion worldwide. The third question is have these shifts had more positive or negative effects? And I think that's a complex question. And on one hand, it has been highlighted that global technological integration has provided access to information and improved living conditions in many parts of the world. However, concerns have been raised about growing inequality and cyber conflict. It will say that effects are mixed. Some analysts have said that the world has becoming more connected, but also more fragile. Yeah, I think. Uh, with the last question, what can we expect in the next 5 years? It's been praised that the competition between powers like China and the United States will continue, and the climate change is expected to become an even more central issue in international relations, and furthermore, rapid technological innovation will likely keep transforming society as a colleague recently told me what used to take decades is now happening in just a few years. And that's it. I think you don't need more acts for me, and that's it. That the and the pleasure is mine, really, really mine. and thank you for the opportunity, and thank you to share these insights, and thank you for everything in these moments. Thank you. Have a good day.